You only need one fragrance. Yeah, I said it. In this video, I'm gonna give you my favorite signature scents. These are gonna carry you from all seasons, all situations. You literally only need one. I don't care what every fragrance influencer is telling you to buy their seasonal list only. You only need one. You only need one. You only need, okay. All these fragrances will be available for the best price possible in the description below. So if you want any of these, those will be the best places to check. A stranger knocking at my door at 3 a.m. if I don't mention these fragrances, and I will be feared for my life. They are called blue fragrances. Bleu de Chanel. You get Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. And, which I actually believe to be the underrated of the three, Versace Dylan Blue, which I actually recommend that one to all my friends. If they only want one fragrance to do it all, Dylan Blue. That's the first one I recommend to them. You can get things like Bleu de Chanel, which has a grapefruit, incensey, ginger, fresh, spicy, kind of clean vibe, shower jelly in a sense, but I'm kind of bored of this fragrance. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I keep it 100 on this channel. You also can get Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum, which is basically a lavender citrus pepper fragrance with a lot of character actually. Or you can get Versace Dylan Blue, which I think is underrated actually compared to the three. This is grapefruit, incense, pepper, fresh, clean, spicy, very overlooked. Can't go wrong with any of those three, but I want to keep it unique. So with that being said, let's dive into a more unique signature scent list that will make you smell like you just watched a Chad Secrets video. The first one I want to tell you about, Dior M Sport. I believe that this was not marketed correctly. This is not just a sports fragrance. This is a signature scent, something like Creed's Aventus that you could wear just all year round. Now it doesn't smell like Aventus, but this is kind of like Dior's Aventus style fragrance. What do I mean by that? In this fragrance, you get musk, you get lemon, you get pink pepper in woods. This is honestly so light, airy, citrusy, and refreshing, but it also smells masculine on top of that with that woody characteristic. This stuff rakes in compliments, and you could just wear this all year round. If I was to sell my 400 bottles of fragrances and just keep this one, I don't think I'd be complaining for at least a week, and then I'd go and buy more fragrances because that's the type of guy I am. This is a very good pick and often overlooked as a signature scent. If you haven't tried that, do it. Do it! Put this video down and go try it. Come on. Fragrance community crapped on this fragrance because I think it was Jeremy Fragrance that said the original Eau de Toilette was just not good enough, but I honestly think that this is so overlooked and is one of the best signature scents you can get. Just trust me on this. Dolce Gabbana K Eau de Parfum. This is so classy. It's got some fig to it. It has pimento spice, citrus as well, and it has some juniper berry. The thing that makes this so unique is it kind of balances fruity notes with spice. Because of that, I think that it's signature scent worthy, and the spice, the pimento to it, gives it this warmth, which I think would work perfectly year round in an office or like, you know, kind of going out, you want that masculine characteristics from the spice and woods. I think that this is so overlooked. Now, I think it gets hate because of maybe they think it's a tacky bottle. If I'm talking about a fragrance that I think is underlooked, this is worth looking into. So Dolce Gabbana K EDP does not get any hate from me. This is not a boundary pusher fragrance. This is kind of just a fresh and clean smell. You don't need to smell like cologne, you just need to smell fresh, clean, and presentable. This is Armani Parfum. It's deep, but it's light and airy. It sits on your skin kind of like a glue, but it's not the strongest fragrance. With this, you get tonka bean, iris. It almost has like a lavender minty feel to it. When I smell this, my mind immediately goes to the smell when you just take clothes out of the dryer. It kind of has that fresh, clean laundry smell, but because of that, it's not gonna be like pushing you into any sort of boundary. And that's why I think this works great as a signature scent. If you are the type of man that doesn't really want to be seen as, oh, that guy always oversprays his cologne, this is a safe pick because it doesn't really just smell like cologne or perfume or anything. And that's why I think that this is a great pick for this category because of that. So this list is gonna have a little bit for everyone. If you want more sweet fragrances, those will be later in the video. If you want cologne fragrances, I'll even include these two on this list. But I think that this is definitely worth looking into if you just want one. Oh my goodness, this next one, I really do not smell this on anyone anymore, and I see nobody talking about this anymore. This is Terre D'Hermes, the original, the Eau de Toilette, baby. My favorite concentration of Terre D'Hermes. So this is basically vetiver, which kind of gives it this burnt, woody smell that sits underneath, but it's also orange, but it also has some metallic vibes, some flinty, earthy characteristics. I think that this is a very charismatic fragrance. I love to wear this. I don't care if anyone thinks it's an old man scent because, you know, it did come out some time ago now, but I just think it has so much character, and you guys got to stop doing yourself a disservice and try Terre D'Hermes if you haven't already. Come on. This is great stuff. I'm gonna give give you two on this next one here. If you want a signature scent to do it all, I would have previously recommended Acqua di Gio's Profumo, but it's gone now. And it's honestly, it's been replaced by the Acqua di Gio Parfum. If you want to get this, just get the new Acqua di Gio Parfum with the magnetic cap. This is not really gone. It's just kind of rebottled to the Parfum, but that's the most popular choice. And I'm Chad Secrets and I want to be different. I'm crying for attention. Well, as some of the comments say apparently, but this is why I'm going to include Acqua di Gio's Eau de Parfum by Giorgio Armani. Is probably their most underrated flanker, but I think it's probably one of their best signature scents in their collection. It's very perfectly balanced. So with this, you get mineral notes, you get sea notes. It does have that kind of Acqua di Gio vibe. But the thing that is different about this is there's a very prominent orange like you would get out of Profondo, but they add some herbal edges. You get some clary sage here and almost like a slight kitchen spice smell in the background. So it's herbal, it's aquatic, it has a little bit of woods and musk. It's really well-rounded. This lasts a good amount of time. It kind of gives you that boss kind of characteristic, that charismatic feel, the room commanding feel that you would get out of Acqua di Gio. That's why I like this one. And it's the underrated pick of the entire line. So I don't think you can go wrong with this one. And I want more people to start trying this out. The other flankers get so much love that nobody remembers this one. This next one is Guerlain Homme Odarfam. This is the perfect balance of lime, rum, mint, and vetiver. So it's basically earthy green. You get that minty feel, but the rum adds this depth to it, this thickness to it, if you will, which kind of mutes the lime. It's very, very well-rounded. The perfumery to this is amazing, and it's an extremely underrated fragrance. Charisma. I'm wearing this so much because it has character to it. I love this. It also has this fresh, clean, soapy feel to it in there. My goodness, is this amazing. Just try it, guys. I'm tired of you guys telling me to stop mentioning fragrances that I love because I'm just gonna put them in lists if I think they fit and I think that they're underrated. Now, I mean, the only knock to it is the performance, you know, 5 hours or so. But because the perfumery is so good, take advantage of that and bring a decant with you in your bag. The next one I wanna tell you about, Polo Blue Gold Blend. I've never really even seen anyone talk about this. This is basically incense, it's melon, it's other sorts of citrusy fruits and black pepper. So if you're not a black pepper and incense fan, stay far away from this. But what this basically does is it actually takes the Polo Blue DNA and kind of does what Profumo did to Acqua di Gio, but Polo is doing to Polo Blue. Kind of a similar situation. So they just add incense and pepper and make it a little bit more aggressive and deep. There's also some like kind of patchouli nuances and a little bit sweetness added in here. You could literally just, I'm not kidding when I say you could wear this stuff as a signature scent all year round, kind of has that masculine feel to it, and you would be the commander of the room. I never see anyone talk about this. It's unique. It's my favorite Polo Blue, in my opinion. I really think that this is worth looking into. If you can find this at your local store, just go sample it because I think that it might make you sneeze if you smell this and you don't like pepper in your fragrances. But if you do and you're with me, give this one a go. I think it's so underrated. I want to lean into a little bit more fruity, sweet DNAs for signature scents. If you guys like fruity or sweet fragrances, these next couple fragrances are for you. This next one I want to tell you about, Tumi's 19 Degree. With this fragrance, you get suede, you get raspberry, leather, musk, and a little bit of woods. This actually more has a Tuscan leather feel with raspberry and leather in my opinion, but it's airier, it's lighter. And when I say airy, it literally has like a wind smell. Like it smells like when wind crosses by your nose, but it has this fruity kind of leathery feel to it that gives it so much character. I don't have another fragrance that I can fully 100% relate this to. It's not a clone of any fragrance, but it has that masculine aggressiveness. It's a perfect balance between fruity notes that you would get from summertime and leathery notes that you would get from wintertime, and it balances them to make the perfect signature scent. This is like my go-to right now at this time of year. It's currently the transition from spring to summer. I'm wearing this all the time to test it for review, but it really made me think when I was wearing this, I'm like, wow, when I don't think of this as a spring summertime fragrance, I could totally get away with this any time of the year. And that's why I want to include it on this list. I don't care if anyone disagrees with these next couple fragrances. This is my list. This is what I believe to be good signature scents. That's why I love the freedom of having a Chad Secrets YouTube channel where I can spread my opinions. And that's why I love you guys for watching my videos. I really, really do. Speaking of that, let's lean ultra sweet. Something that you could still wear year round because it balances other notes, but it's still quite sweet if you like sweet fragrances. And this is Gisada Ambassador mature men, which you don't see me talk about on this channel a lot. I've also been testing this one for review, made me think the same thing as Tumi 19 Degree. I was like enlightened. I was like, wow, you could wear this anytime. Holy smokes. So with this fragrance, you get mango, you get vanilla, which kind of makes it lean a little bit more sweet, but you also get some calm, refreshing, cooling kind of lavender to it, a little bit of pepper, and kind of some other fruits tossed in there. Some people have said it's kind of like this, like you layered these two fragrances. I think that's discounting it. I really do. I don't get any sort of relation at all to Dior Sauvage other than pepper in lavender. That's it. Like, it's mango. It's kind of like a little bit slight gourmandy feel with some vanilla and ambers in there, but it could be too sweet for some people. So if you do not like sweet or gourmand, slight leaning fragrances, stay away from this. And I mean, for the high heat, it's not the best, but again, these are all season fragrances, signature scent fragrances. They're not going to exceed in any sort of category, but they're kind of the master of all kind of situation. That's what all these fragrances are. Actually though, it does succeed in a lot of categories because I think that's actually a very good smelling fragrance, which brings me to my next one, my baby, Chanel Allure M Sport Eau Extreme. The perfect balance of sweet, attention-grabbing sexiness with charismatic spice, and it's perfectly blended. And it's so charismatic that I honestly like this better. I honestly might get chased out of the fragrance community with a pitchfork for saying this, but I like it better than Bleu de Chanel. I've said it on camera. You can clip it. You can send it to your friends. Please do, actually. It really helps the channel. But I actually think it's a better fragrance. Now, what do I like about this fragrance? So this balances orange, it balances mint and tonka and musk. So what this does is the orange and tonka give it this kind of like sweetness to it, what you would think about a date night kind of gourmandy fragrance, but the mint kind of cools it down. And then you get some musk in here, which kind of rounds it out. But the thing that really adds to this is this kind of peppery feel that you get in there. It's the most deep version of Chanel Allure Homme Sport, but it basically, that was actually the fragrance cap. I'm serious, guys. I have to do this every now and then because in my comments, they're like, oh, at this and this time, did Chad Secrets fart? No, he didn't. He was playing with his cap. So anyways, it's a very attention-grabbing fragrance. One of my most complimented fragrances in my collection right now. I really think that this could just be worn all year round. Don't overlook this fragrance. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, a masterpiece. Okay, you know what? I've given you guys a balance of masculine. I've given you guys a balance of almost unisex gourmandy sweet fragrances. But what about affordable clone fragrances? I'll give you two of them because I'm a nice guy. Trust me, I'm probably gonna get hate comments for saying it. That's just how fragcom is. I offend people for saying my opinion on fragrances daily, okay? The first one, Lattafa Asad. This is a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Now hear me out. The thing that I like about this is it takes the Dior Sauvage Elixir DNA, it kind of sweetens it, it takes out that dry feel to it, but it subtracts the beast mode performance, which makes it actually more wearable. So with this fragrance, you're getting vanilla, amber, tobacco, which replaces the nutmeg of Dior Sauvage Elixir. It's dry, but also sweet and spicy. So I like this stuff for all year round. I think that some people may disagree with me. That's totally fine. But if you think about a signature scent, like some people have said, oh, there's too much dried spicy feel. Guys, look at Bleu de Chanel. It has incense in there. Like the other fragrances have spice in there. It's peppered, but everyone sees them as year round. I totally think that that could fit into that with this. You literally could wear this any situation, at any time, through any portion of the year, and it will not be too much, in my opinion. Nobody has told you about this fragrance. I'm telling you, not one. I'll be the first. I've been deep diving into this line recently because there's some underrated gems in this line. This is Fragrance By's brand. This is FOMO Parfums, and this is called The Envy of FOMO. So far, only 3 full wearings, but it's enough for me to put that stamp of approval on. So this is a clone of Gucci Envy. This does have a little bit of a 90s vibe to it. So if you're someone that's gonna be like, oh, and it's an old man scent, if you don't like that kind of feel, stay away from this. Holy smokes, is the quality for your money. I'm really not kidding. You get some fresh, spicy ginger off the top, this big hit of ginger, but some earthy tobacco notes in here as well, which provides it a little bit of smoke because it also combines evenly with some incense. You also get some sandalwood, but you also get some more earthy green and woody feels. There's also carnation in here. Like guys, I'm not kidding. When you see carnation, you know it's an old school fragrance. I don't even think they use that anymore, but it does kind of have an old school touch to this, but it replaces a fragrance that you can no longer get. And that's why I think that clones can do something amazing because they can replace discontinued fragrances that you can no longer get anymore and do it at an affordable price. Instead of having to go to eBay and spend $300 on a fragrance that you can no longer find, you can just do this. Presentation's nice. I think atomizer was improved. pressurized atomizer, man, they're not playing around. Wow, the quality to this is insane. It's just insane for the price. But admittedly, I have to admit, because I'm an honest guy, that I am affiliated with Fragrance Buy, but they have no invested interest in making me put this in the video. I'm putting this there because I like it. And that's why you guys should try this if you can. If I'm wrong, let me know. Honestly, I don't delete any comments. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong about any of these fragrances. And I'm happy to engage with anyone because I love that you guys engage with my content. It makes me feel so good. I really love reading everyone's comments and replying to everyone. Now guys, like I said, in this video, you literally only need one. But if you are the person like I am and you just need a lot of fragrances, let's take you to the next step. Check out the 10 fragrances I only need with 350 plus bottles right here. And it will help you decide how you can build the perfect fragrance collection. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you over there. Bye-bye. I need to go take a shower. It's really hot in here. Don't picture that. Do not picture that.